Hello guys, in this video we are going to be discussing about how you can master CLAT logical reasoning. Logical reasoning is one of the most important sections of CLAT, and the best part about logical reasoning is that CLAT has never asked a hard section for this. Logical reasoning or critical reasoning has always been on the easier side of the scale, which is not something you can say about the other sections for CLAT. So which is why we can make this a strength and gain an edge over our competitors via following this whole entire video and what I'm about to say and strategize via this. So now let us first understand what this section is really testing you. So if you have gone through the old CLAT passages, they usually had analytical reasoning. But now, after 2020, CLAT has always asked you questions which are reading heavy. So they are asking you passages and they ask you questions following the passages, and those passages and the questions are often comprised of critical reasoning. The passages are often 300 to 400 words, and the difficulty is always easy for the passages. But the one thing I want my viewers to note is that topics along the lines of economics or business or international relations is something which has been asked consistently in almost all of the CLAT papers for critical reasoning. So which is why if these topics are not really your strong suit, maybe go back, read on these topics and see what kind of questions has been asked. Your ability to identify arguments and conclusions is the primary thing this whole entire section is testing you on. Are you able to gauge and understand what the author is saying? Are you able to see what kind of questions the author is posing in front of you and from where exactly in the passage it has been borrowed? Are you able to understand the structure of reasoning which has been employed by the author, and things like whether you are able to evaluate or strengthen or weaken the conclusion, or you're able to identify the main idea, inference or assumptions. So now I know that this is what is being asked of me. So how do we approach these passages efficiently? The first tip I will give you in this context is that I would want you to skim through the passages. Do not try to memorize it. Focus on the structure. Skimming ideally should not take you more than 5 to 10 seconds. Once you have skimmed through the passage, now look at the keywords, which give you an idea about what exactly is the main argument. The main argument is usually a claim which is supported by the entirety of the passage, which is supported by the facts which are mentioned in the passage, right? Now that we have gotten our main idea, I would request you to go to the questions. Now see what kind of question stem has been asked. Is it a main idea based question stem? Is it an inference or is it an assumption? Whatever the question stem is, I will always urge my students to find out what the main idea or the conclusion is, because it is the anchor for most of the questions. Whatever is being asked of you to find out in the question stem will always be in one way or the other related to the main idea of the passage. So now the main chapters which are there in critical reasoning are of course main idea, which asks you to find out the conclusion. You have something known as the inferences. What is an inference? It's something which is logically true from the passage. The passage gives you multiple facts, and whatever is the reader's understanding after going through the passage becomes our inference. We have assumption, that is what must be true for this argument to hold ground. So if I tell you that I bought 5 oranges, so for me to buy 5 oranges, the assumption must be that I have money. So only if I have money, then my next claim stands. That is that I was able to buy 5 oranges. So anything which makes an argument true and which is important for the argument to hold true is known as an assumption. When you have been asked to strengthen and weaken, strengthen, as the name suggests, you just put support to the author's argument, and weaken, as the name suggests, you take away evidences, facts, claims from the author's argument. So you are contradicting the author. When you are trying to find out a paradox, you simply have to find out what exactly is something which is not in tandem with each other and just resolve that gap between the two arguments. That being stated, now that we have discussed most of the common questions which come in CLAT in brief, let's move on to the resources of what you can adopt to have a very well maintained strategy to give you 25 plus for this particular section. The best strategy, of course, for this section is to follow your classes. If you have enrolled in a coaching, please make sure that building the foundation for critical reasoning is the king. You cannot expect to have a good score in critical reasoning if your concepts only are not clear. If you do not know what an inference is, you would never be able to solve an inference question, and building this concept takes time. Once you have built this concept, you are going to score amazingly well because now there's nothing more to interpret per se. So that being stated, please clarify your doubts from whoever you're being taught these topics. If you're at Clatapult, we would be covering these topics in depth in almost every classes, and to make sure that you have a solid foundation when it comes to a particular topic in critical reasoning. Now, you can of course refer to the CLAT previous year's questions from 2020 to 25 as well as the sample papers to see what kind of questions have been asked. Now, in CLAT 2025, they have asked you a question on seating arrangements, which means that something known as an analytical reasoning is now also important when we are solving logical reasoning as a complete section. What is analytical reasoning? It is simply puzzles which are formed in a way which test the CLAT aspirants' pattern recognition skills. So we have topics like syllogisms, coding, decoding, blood relations, sitting arrangements, ranking, etc. These are the topics which you have to just gain conceptual clarity on. There are one or two few tricks each involved in each of these topics which I'm pretty sure would be covered in class, and just make sure that you keep practicing them daily. That being stated, so now our strategy for getting 25 plus in logical reasoning is simply that we are giving mock tests twice in a week and we are attempting sectionals every day. In sectionals pertaining to logical reasoning, have a specific copy where you are writing down where you made mistakes. And this can be a mistake in your logical or conceptual understanding. It can be a mistake in that you made a silly mistake. You probably could not understand what the passage was about, and so on and so forth. But that being stated, working on your mistakes is something which is the utmost key for getting 25 plus when it comes to CLAT critical reasoning. That being stated, guys, logical reasoning can genuinely be one of your highest scoring sections if you train right. It's genuinely not about cramming or rote memorization. It is about developing a sharp analytical mind where we are very good at looking at patterns, where we are very good at recognizing structures. So which is why I would recommend everyone to start slow, focus on understanding argument patterns, and then build up speed via attempting mocks more and more. In case there are any doubts, please do let me know in the comments below. Hope this video helps. Thank you guys.